I'm going to show you 5 really fast ways to make extra money this year. No car, no startup money needed, nothing. Literally just start from scratch. Some of it you can make within probably a couple hours. You can make anywhere from a few $100s here and there to thousands of dollars repeatedly using these 5 systems. Number 5, this one is a really under the radar thing that you can sell, which are invitations. You can make a surprisingly lot of money selling invitations like these 5x7 graduation, wedding invitations, birthday parties, grad parties, quinceañeras. These events are going on all the time. I'm positive if you have social media, if you have a Facebook, you could post on this or make a TikTok and you will have people that you know reaching out to you quickly. Sometimes if you needed money, like if you just want to try something and see if it works, like I am confident that you can make money in a lot of cases within an hour. You make a post that you can do invitations, grad party invites, birthday parties, even like funeral cards and remembrance cards, weddings, RSVPs, save the dates, baby showers, Jack and Jill parties, stag parties. Those things are really easy to sell because they cost so much. People go to Etsy, they go to Zazzle, they go to Staples, and it's so frustrating and they charge a fortune, but you can actually source these really cheap. Now, I own printingforsupercheap.com, which is literally the cheapest that you can find in the entire United States of these things, but you don't even have to use me. You could use any wholesale print source. You're basically the broker. You can create these things in Canva within minutes. There's millions of templates. There's even on Etsy, they have templates for $1, $2. You can make these things so fast, or a lot of times your friends or whoever you're doing these for will have already made these or already bought a template and they just simply need it printed. And you can provide that using a wholesale print source. Something that's going to cost you $20 to $25, you're going to be able to charge $50 to $75. Or even if you're charging for a friend $30, $35, you're still making $20 to $50 profit every time. And the great thing is these things spread like wildfire. Once you do one for someone, they tell their friends. They post on Facebook how amazing these things looked and they're shouting you out and they're telling everyone, and then this friend's getting married and this one has a baby shower and this one's having another kid. And these things will come at you like crazy. And you can do this at any age. I can't think of another product that someone who's 11 and someone who's 80 can do. Like the entire span of ages can sell invites. 5x7 is your typical size, but 6x9 is kind of common. Envelopes you can buy literally on Amazon. You don't even have to buy fancy envelopes. It's like the simplest thing to sell and make a quick buck. Number 4 is selling everyday printed business items. You don't think that print is that common until you realize how common it is. Most small businesses, like your everyday local businesses, are printing things all the time. From business cards, flyers, brochures, banners, 2-part copy forms, letters, envelopes. They're printing stuff all the time. If you go to the Staples print and copy, there's always people there. Business owners, everyday charity people, everyday people, they're buying these printed items, especially things like business cards and brochures and banners. You could be selling all those. You don't have to own any printing equipment. With Canva, completely free software, canva.com, I just suggest that. There's thousands of business card templates that you can use. So it requires like almost no skill. Anyone can do it. You can even do it on your phone. And you can just broker the print. You do the design. You use a wholesale print source like me, my information's below, or any wholesale print source, and just have it drop shipped. And you will be cheaper than what they could buy online. You'll be cheaper than Vistaprint. You'll be cheaper than Staples. And they won't have to have that. The business owner won't have to go through the hassle of figuring out a place to print, and is this file printable, and how do I make this? Business owners just want to get this stuff printed and over with. So again, this is a great thing for no matter if you're a teenager, college student, stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, something you're just doing in your extra time. This is a fantastic thing to sell because businesses are printing this stuff all the time. They need it all the time. You can just simply post on Facebook, post on your socials. Hey, friends, do you know any business owners looking for business cards? Something to that effect. You can chat GPT it. Like there are so many easy ways to just post on Facebook, get people interested in your prices on business cards. It's the simplest thing to do and you can make a lot of money. For something that you're going to spend $20 to $30 on maybe, or even cheaper, you can sell for $50 to $100. $1,000 and they spread like wildfire, just like invites. They know another business owner. They need more stuff. They need stuff repeated. They ran out of this. They need another one. Business owners love the convenience of just texting or emailing someone and saying, or calling and saying, hey, I need more business cards. Number 3 is yard signs. This is a really under the radar thing too. Lawn signs, yard signs, bandit signs. This is one for a local event that we do. Your typical size is 24 wide by 18 tall. This is your common yard sign. They typically have a stake. You can make so much money selling these. And they are the simplest things to design. On Canva.com, it's free. There's so many templates and like there's not a lot of space. And with a yard sign, you're trying to make it as big as possible with as minimal things as possible. They're very easy to design. Anyone can put these together or start from scratch on a template. You can make a ton. When I say a ton of money, if you find the right niches on these, you can make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars providing this really simple item. I can't imagine anywhere, even on YouTube or anything, telling you to make money on this because it's that under the radar. But it's literally, you can make so much money. Think of who uses these. Businesses. You drive around and see these all the time. Home services, so pressure washing, decks, roofers, siding, windows, window washing, pest control. They'll put them in people's lawns after they did the service, driveway sealing, landscaping, lawn care, and they also put them at busy corners. Sometimes they nail them up to telephone poles, or just there's a busy intersection and people put the signs everywhere, mattress stores. Like businesses are printing these all the time. Like this is such a common thing and they don't really care where they get them. It's not like I always use Vista. They don't care. This is a commodity, but you can turn this into a really nice little side hustle. You can turn this into a full legitimate business. Wholesale source to do these. I recommend myself. My information's below because it's literally the best deal you can find. But you can find any wholesale print source. As long as you can buy them cheaper than what you can sell, you are in business. You can buy these depending on the quantity, $7 to $12. A really low quantity might be in this $12 range or so, and really high quantities will be in this like $7 range, somewhere in that range, $7 to $12 per sign, and you can charge $10 to $30 per sign. It is pretty common to charge $15 to $20 for these signs and be only paying $8 to $10 for them or so. That profit adds up fast. We're doing a few hundred for Pop Warner football, right? That they're using as a fundraiser every year. And then the fundraiser makes money. I make money. That would be you making money. Like everyone is making money. Graduation, senior graduates, they use these signs. Events, like your local events. Political, that's where you can make absolute fortune. I have a friend that says, Jake, this is just ever since I got into selling political signs and materials, it's like a truck that shows up to my house every day with money. I thought it would end. It doesn't end. Political signs during political election seasons, they can spend so much money on these things. Like sometimes you can run into thousands of sign orders and you can do it. Like you can literally provide this. They just need it provided. If you can get a good price and it's fast and it's easy and convenient, like you can totally do this with no resources. Always get paid up front for print stuff. You're getting paid, then you're buying it wholesale. You're having it drop shipped to your client or to you, so you don't even know where you're getting it from. It looks like it's coming from you, and you're making the difference. You can usually get 30 to 50% profits in almost every case and still be competitive with things like Vistaprint and local print shops. Home services, stores that are opening, so many, graduations, seniors and stuff that are graduating or going to college. So much money you can make on yard signs, and no one ever thinks of that. Number 2 is just school spirit printing, either in school, so that could be college or particularly high school or middle school, or you're a parent or even a grandparent, but even parents can make a lot of money on this too. It's a great extra money thing. If you know other moms, or if you're in school and you have a group of students maybe in clubs or sports teams or like chess club or any of the things, you can create and sell things like stickers, posters for events, homecoming, prom events, school plays, like all that stuff has to get printed, and you can provide these things like wholesale printing. You can buy these things so much cheaper, make them on Canva, which takes out the design cost, and then resell them for whatever profit you want. As long as you can sell it for more than you bought it, you are in business. But in general, 30 to 50% profit margin is ideal. That means you're making half half. You should be making 50% of what you sell is profit. They're great profit margins. No expense needed to you, and you don't have to mess with any printing equipment, nothing. Just drop ship this stuff. Posters, banners, stickers, sports banners they're usually 24 by 36, so they feature like seniors or star athletes on all the different teams. If you go into most gyms in schools, they have like their school records that has to get updated every time someone beats a new record. They have to update that. Championship banners, proms, events, like all that stuff is just great. You can still be cheaper than finding it local in almost every case, and you're making it like you're going to have the connection. So when I say that you might be a mom or something, you'll be connected. Maybe you're in PTA or other moms, and you want to get some stickers made for your kids, bumper stickers or things you can put on the windows, stuff like that. It's a great little side income. One thing I really like is that the word of mouth travels really fast with all this stuff. Once you do right by someone, they're going to be like, this is so great, I have to tell everyone. They make social posts, they say this is awesome, and they'll do the selling for you. So maybe you're getting a couple parents together on the local volleyball team or something. You're making stickers for their water bottles and computer laptops and stuff. All the moms are all out there promoting it. And if you're in things like PTA or boosters clubs and stuff, the word of mouth can just travel so fast. And now you're in this print business without even having to have any printing equipment. These people are also going to have connections for business owners, or they work in an office and they say, you know what, we're having a giant charity golf tournament, and we need banners and we need signs for every tee thing. We need 50 sponsor signs and 4 banners, 1,000 flyers. Can you do this? And you're going to have money coming in left and right when this starts going for you. And it happens fast. It only takes a few times of doing this before you have people from coming out of the woodwork or messaging you on Facebook and saying, hey, I just talked to so-and-so, that Katie that you did these invites for. Can you print my invites too? You're going to have that coming in left and right. And it's a legitimate job. It's a legitimate business. So that definitely did not mean job. Business. It's a legitimate business. This is not a pyramid. These are not pyramid schemes or MLMs, or you got to buy this before you do this. These are things you can start up with zero money and be in business literally today. These are not in any particular order. These are just 5 different things. I'm going to give you a bonus too. But number 1 would be a community card. I really enjoy these. These are one of my favorite things to do. I don't talk about them a whole lot. These are really great and underused. These are called community cards. This is one I've done for my local community. If you take an area that's about 2,500 people, which is about 5,000, which is about 2,500 homes, that's about a population of about 5,000 people. That's like a community. You can find most communities in this like 5,000 person range or so, which is 2,500 homes. You can mail to all them a thing like this, which is this like relatively large postcard that's just got a bunch of ads with local businesses, and they all can look pretty similar. I like to just do it in Canva and use a templated fashion, which has a coupon on it, and like a restaurant. You think local dentist office, chiropractor, a real estate agent, insurance agent, restaurants, ice cream, pizzerias, maybe a coffee shop, anything in that community. Then you have home services, all the pressure washing, driveway sealing, decks, roofing, pest control, handyman, if seasonal stuff like pool cleaning, pool cleaners, lawn care, landscaping, retail shops. Anything that services that local community, you make a community card. This is fantastic because it's the word of mouth spreads so fast. You post this on social media and people are going to be like, I want one, I want one, I want in. How do I get in on this? And all you have to do, if you use me for printing, you don't have to, but if you use me for printing, because I am the best deal, I'm just going to use an example. This is going to cost you maybe $1,100, I think, about $1,100 in postage and printing to send this to an entire 2,500 home area. I use the EDDM program, eddm.usps.com. That information's below. My contact information is below too. If you need quotes or help or anything, I'm available. Me or one of my minions are always available. But it's going to cost about $1,100, which is all paid by the advertisers. You can fit 16 advertisers on these. You can put 4 here, that's 8, and then fit another 8 on the other side. You can even use the middle. You could go to like 20 or so total ads on here. And all you have to charge is, it's up to you, but it's going to cost, I think your break even is about 60 something dollars per ad. So if you charge 100 to 150, you're making $1,000 profit. And these businesses only have to spend $100 to $150. You could even charge $250 and it'd still be a bargain. And they get to be on this card that just promotes local businesses. You're just sending coupons to the local gyms. There's a great one. If you have a golf course, Chinese takeout, any local businesses that are in that community, they're gonna want to advertise on there. Now, here's the key to it is making it exclusive. You don't want to put two competing businesses on it. And that helps not clog up the card so you don't have competing businesses, but also it makes selling it a lot easier. So when you're posting this on Facebook, or maybe you're sending some messages or emails or calling local businesses or stopping in, you can say, hey, I'm only doing one though. So if you want to be the only pizzeria on here and you don't want your competitor on here, I just buy the spot. $100 to $200 is affordable by every single business. They can always afford it. That is within the budget. To not have a competitor on there and reach the entire community, like this little specific area that you pick out, is so well worth it. Like, this is a very easy thing to sell, to put together, and no money up front. They're literally paying you up front, and then you're paying everything once you've been paid. That's called a community card. And my last one is as a bonus. So that's all 5, but I'll give you the big bonus. If you're not familiar with it, it's what I call the 9x12 postcard system, which is a bigger version of this. Instead of doing 6x11, which this is, you go 9x12, which is a huge postcard. It looks like this. And I have these for sale too as sample packs if you'd like a physical one. But this is huge. This is a big 9x12 postcard. And you can make $5,000 to $10,000 a month right from scratch. Actually, within 30 days, by next month, within 30 days, you'll have $5,000 profit if you follow this system right. You charge $500 to $600 for these ads, but you send them to 10,000 people. So it's kind of like a big version of this, but that goes to 10,000 people instead of 2,500, and you're making 5,000. Do 2 cards, you're making 10,000. So if you're super ambitious, you can do one of those. All of these are something you just start at any age, and you can start right now. You can literally just start, and even within a couple hours, make a post on Facebook for yard signs or invites or school stuff, whatever kind of thing you're into, and you'll have sales really, really fast. You'll be in business quick. So I hope that gives you some ideas for extra income. We could all use a little extra income, especially with holidays coming up and back to school. At this point, there's back to school's pretty close. All that stuff's expensive. I know I have a lot of kids. I have 8 kids. I have so many kids, it's crazy. So I know how much extra income is useful these days. And it puts you in business. I'm not a pyramid scheme type person, MLMs. Like, this is a legitimate, actual business that grows by word of mouth really fast, and it also repeats, it replenishes. I love print because no one else is selling it. Everyone's trying to sell digital things, which are so saturated and so hard to sell. I love print. It's physical, it's tangible. People get so excited when they have wedding invitations that look amazing. They will just talk so well about you, and they'll tell their friends. The word of mouth spreads so fast, and no one is out there selling it. Literally, like, no one will be out there selling this. You'll be the only one. And they run out. The thing runs out. The event's over. A new event comes up. Every year there's another birthday. So it keeps compounding. People start coming back. And after a couple of years, you just have this continuous stream of new people and people just coming back and coming back and coming back and getting more and doing more and having another kid and having another kid that's graduating now. And one is now having a baby. It just amplifies. There's room for everyone. Literally, if you get in on this now, you will have no problem selling these. Like, be the one in your community doing this before someone else does. That's all I got for you. I have so many more videos. Keep watching my channel because I have tons of videos like this. And all I want to do is see you make a little side income and build this into a real business where maybe you can quit that little crappy job of yours sometime.